5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. All engine running. Liftoff. We have a liftoff.
Broadcasting worldwide from Painedemonium Studios in Cornwall, this is the Wall of Pain show on Phluid FM.
There you go.
Yes, there we are. We're on. Kai, can you hear us?
I can hear you, yeah. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes, we can.
Look at that, even better than before.
Yeah, absolutely. Right, everybody, finally, we're just having a quick chat off air. The most difficult man on the planet to track down at present.
Well, yeah, but to be fair, like the first time was my fault, but I was still certainly...
It was, yeah. We have got Kai Benjamin zooming direct from Kai. Where are you?
I'm down in Talon Bay.
Talland Bay, just around the corner from Lou, of course.
That's the one. That's the one.
Yeah, nice. And we're just saying off air because, of course, obviously it's not only is it Christmas and obviously the time just goes super duper quickly, but of course everybody will know you for being on BBC The Voice. So your whole year, Kai, has pretty much been, I would presume, pretty mad. Yeah.
Yeah. It's been pretty intense. I mean, in fairness, we filmed The Voice last year.
Oh, okay.
September last year, so that it's sort of been ongoing since then, really. And I moved to Bristol around the same time that we were filming, so sort of September last year.
Yeah.
And I started trying to get involved in the Bristol scene from January this year, and then so I was doing that, and I had to keep The Voice a secret from everyone because it only came out September this year. So it's been. Yeah, there's been sort of stuff. Obviously, there's the whole voice thing, but then there's been a lot of stuff going on as well, just within Bristol. Me sort of trying to pursue my own thing before The Voice, and now obviously off the back of it, it's like made me more visible. There's more opportunities and that sort of thing.
So this is something you've been doing for years and years and years. Obviously, how did you get picked up, Kai, by The Voice? Is it like an application process?
I mean, weirdly enough, it was. I put out a TikTok. Obviously, everyone sort of talks about how that's where the opportunities are, and I've always been quite skeptical of that. But weirdly, I put out a TikTok of me singing. I think it was "The Wolves" by Ben Howard. And one of the banging tune. I love that song.
Awesome.
But anyway, I did a little cover of that, and then one of the casting researchers saw it and followed it through to my Instagram, where he saw that I did rapping as well, and just messaged me and said you should apply for the show. And I thought, you know, I hadn't watched the show in a few years by that point, to be entirely honest with you. But then I thought, you know what? I've never done anything like this before. Maybe I should just go for it. And so I did, and you know, ended up getting on the show, which it was just crazy. Yeah, it was a super, super crazy experience.
It's interesting as well. You should talk about Ben Howard, because many moons ago, I saw Ben Howard down at Falmouth Pavilions.
Oh, really?
Playing with India, the cellist.
Oh, okay.
And I went down there with my stepson, and we went down actually to see who was it we went to see? Xavier Rudd. And we went to see Xavier Rudd, the Australian, obviously like didgeridoo, percussion, absolutely phenomenal. And he got this young lad supporting him called Ben Howard, and interestingly, like came out and played his guitar across his lap, and then we just went and had a little chat with him afterwards. Anthony and I, we were just all like that. Yeah, and it was he's such a lovely guy. And the next thing was, bang, he's touring Australia, he's on Radio 1, and but he came. I
love him, he's brilliant.
He did come across really well when we spoke to him, so it's really interesting that he's still, even though he's now got to where he is, he's come back and he's sort of, which I think is one thing. We read your article in the Cornish Times. One thing that you said that you want to do now with the experience you've got is kind of pass that on to other people. Yeah,
absolutely. I think at the moment it's very much still, I feel like I'm really only at the start of my music career. I'm very much like up and coming, and I think that's the way it's going to be for a while. But if I do get to a point where I've got a little bit more status and just a bit more to invest, then I'd love to sort of come back. Like I said, I'm based in Bristol at the moment, but I'd love to be able to come back down into Cornwall, Devon, and try and set up more studios, more opportunities, more funding for young artists, because I think it's it's frustrating that there's not enough opportunities really, and I'd love to be like creating more. I think what you guys are doing, having me on and stuff, I appreciate it a lot.
It's a two-way street, Kai, honestly. We really appreciate you taking the time.
Yeah, honestly, and do stay in touch over that as well.
And I think it would be great if there was more stuff like this.
Oh, I was going to. You're
sorry, you just a bit of lag there. Sorry.
Yeah, sorry about that. Yeah, there's a little bit of lag there.
Little bit of lag on. It's just Kai, as you were saying there, you were talking about Bristol, and I can see Leo's reached across and opened his mic because you're a Bristol lad, and he's itching now, I think, to talk about Bristol.
I was just going to ask if it's okay. Well, whereabouts in Bristol? If are you even there you are. There you go.
Oh.
Sorry about that. Can you hear us now?
Sorry, I can hear you. Can you hear me? Sorry,
yeah, there you go. Sorry, yeah.
Just turn up my camera. Would that be better? If I turn
That's all right. We got you. We got you now. Sorry, there's just a little glitch in the system there. I was going to ask whereabouts in Bristol, without being too specific, for obvious reasons.
I'm based in central Bristol at the moment. So last year I was in Old Market near Easton, which was awesome. I loved it there.
Oh, Easton was fantastic.
This year I'm more central. There's so much going on.
Yeah. Do you know St Michael's Road? Yeah, just down near that. Is BRB still there?
Yeah, I don't know. I haven't heard of it.
There's a wicked shop just down the end of St Michael's Road. It was really, really good. Like great stuff.
Oh, really? No way. I'll have to check that out. I'll see if it's still running.
Yeah, have a little wander around. St Michael's Road has some amazing shops on there. There's like a great butcher's and a really good pub that the Wurzels used to play in like literally every couple of weeks.
Oh, no way.
What is it you're studying up there, Kai?
Cool. I study psychology.
Ooh, okay. We better be careful what we say, yeah?
And how we say it, and what we do.
Sorry, I'm only halfway through second year. I haven't developed the mind reading abilities yet. That comes with the graduation.
Kai, I've got some of your songs. We're talking about, obviously, you're saying you're in your infancy of your music and you're hoping to grow, but we've got some here. Is there anything particularly, just for a few minutes now, that you want to play? What would you...
I don't know, what have you got lined up?
I've got Again and Again, I've got Country Boy, I've got Face Down, I've got State of Mind, I've got N.W, so take your pick.
I always like kicking off with any N.W, No Energy, No Way. Sorry, it's abbreviated to any N.W.
Yeah. No Energy, No Way.
That's the one, yeah, exactly. I reckon that's a nice way to kick off the selection.
And what is the sentiment behind the song, briefly, Kai, on this one?
I think I was having a chat with someone the other day actually about this. It's like I associate music very heavily with just energy. And I know it's a very, very broad, very vague term, slightly wishy-washy, but just like in terms of creating music and performing music, for me, it's just like it's a matter of putting out good energy, and when you're performing, you want energy from the crowd. And I think without that energy, there is no way forward, and it's hard to progress, and it's hard to feel like you're doing anything right. And so I rely very heavily on that energy, as wishy-washy a term as it is.
That's
music.
spot on.
So that's the sort of sentiment behind the song.
I play live in bands, and I know exactly where you are. If the crowd aren't bouncing back, we just call it a paid practice.
Yeah. No, exactly. Yeah. That's what it is. Yeah.
Okay, well, let's have a bit of that kind, and we'll come back and talk some more.
Brilliant. Sounds good.
Cool.
The beef and focus on the family. Ask me to write a track, I'll make it bang and happily. Your man is so in your heads, you're living in a fantasy. I got unreal bars, but living in reality. Hey, I'm living like a top boy. Wait a couple years, I'll be rolling in the Rolls Royce. I don't hear the haters, you are not a worthy up boy. Fingers are irrelevant, they're making all the wrong noise. Hey. And I'm coming and colder. Your man are going under while I'm cruising up over. And I ain't feeling that sober. Painting mixed, not Nasheed Ali Simona. This is mass annihilation if the haters moving steady. I deliver the heat just like a waiter. I'm a chef too, cooking in the kitchen with the beats. If I want a mad rhythm, then I snaps up, be like, can we make it wavy for the rave G? Add a couple kicks, turn the bass up all the way, please. Sunday, but we never feeling lazy. Always on the grind, never stop bringing in P. Sunday, but we never feeling lazy. Always on the grind, never stop bringing in P. Vibe away. Weekenders all day. No energy, no way. No energy, no way. If you got a problem, it ain't cool, mate. Tell me about your story. No energy, no way. Yo, no energy, no way. Listen. Dedication is what it takes to rise up. Write new bars, then be sure to analyze them. Stay moving, mobile, I like her. She likes the vibe and I know that I like her. Two shots and I'm on a dance floor. But why is a box on my head? I don't know what floor. Too many stories, I don't know what floor. So many opportunities, I gotta pick a door, pick a dilly, no dilly-dally, no nonsense. Gunny but from the valley, turn it into a mosh pit. Fuck with the bros and I turn into a monster. Chilling with my girl, sipping champs, eating lobster. And I turn into a monster, chilling with my girls, sipping champagne, lobster. Like away, weekenders all day. No energy, no way. No energy, no way. If you got a problem, then call me. Tell me about your story. No energy, no way. No energy, no way.
We're back up and we're on. That's tune.
Yeah. Fantastic.
Thank you.
That's interesting, Kai. We just for everybody out there, we're just having a little chat off air there, saying that you've been like doing the Bristol circuit and going out and playing to the whole sort of younger crowd. And for anybody local, you then came back and played at St Anne's Chapel in the Rifle Volunteer, which is big. I mean, big up to you for playing in there.
And also really big up as well, because the Rifle Volunteer happens to be where me and the good lady driver went on our honeymoon for our honeymoon meal the first night that we came down.
Oh, no way.
It's
a good pub. I do like it there.
It is nice. It
is
a
great
view from the restaurant, isn't it?
It's a great pub. And the funny thing is with also that kind of vibe is like you saying you played there, and it took them a little while to get on board. Now the strange thing is, and we all know this, is you could then make it really, really big in the Bristol scene, and all of a sudden the Rifle Volunteer will be announcing that Kai Benjamin is coming down from Bristol, and it'll be full. There'll be standing room only, because you've then got that magic that you've made it. And that's again brilliant to then bring it back down to the West Country. And sort of
I want to do a lot more. I think it might be a matter of genre at the moment that's providing a bit of difficulty at times, because it's like, rap really doesn't, there's very few rap artists that push into Devon and Cornwall that much, because there's not that much of an audience for it, or the audiences are perhaps too young to be going to like venues to see musicians, if that makes sense.
I think you've got a point there, but I think the content of the rap is important as well. Like I do think there is potentially an audience here, but not necessarily for, what I'm saying about certain modern rap. You know what I mean? Like I think there's a lot of people here that there's a term that's going around now, I don't know if you've heard of it, conscious rap. Where it's actually got thoughts behind the lyrics. It's not just throwing out how bad man you are and all this thing. You know what I'm saying?
Your rap cabinet.
Just rolling back to like things like Jurassic 5, Far Side, Roots Maneuver. People who actually talk about life experiences and progress and bettering yourself and others around you. I think there's a huge market for that.
I think it's just there's a stereotype associated with rap and rappers. So regardless of if someone just hears that you are rapping, because a lot of the time as well, it's hard to, if you're not like if you don't tune into rap regularly, you don't listen to rap, it's quite hard to tune into what's actually being said, especially if it's slightly quicker. That whole stuff, it's maybe a bit easier to tune into, but some quicker stuff it's quite hard to tune into, even if you're fairly, I don't know, astute person. So I think there's a bit of a stereotype and a bit of a stigma, but it's like you're saying, if you sort of spread this like a more positive message with things like conscious rap, I think that could definitely change people's perceptions of it as a genre.
I think working with other bands as well, we've got a very good friend down here, Andy Quick, and he's got a guy called Paul Lacey who will rap and scat over a lot of their tunes. I've seen them live with Paul. Without Paul, there's kind of like a lead break, and then Paul will drop in. So there's obviously collaborations. We're hoping that you're going to do one with my band, which is going to be fantastic. So I'm really looking forward to that.
Keen.
But I think the interesting thing as well, because obviously all four judges, going back to The Voice again, I mean, it's not all about that, obviously, but all four judges turn around, and I think you're talking about like maybe getting a little bit of a unique thing. Was the whole thing that you started then rapping in Japanese?
Yes, that's so for me it felt like, I'm very proud of my Japanese side, and I wanted to express that somehow, because obviously the Voice is the biggest stage I've performed on. It's millions of people watching, and I thought, what a better way to celebrate my culture than try and incorporate some of the language into this like nationwide performance.
Absolutely.
So yeah, I'm not. I think sometimes there's a bit of a misconception that I'm completely fluent in Japanese. I'm not fluent in Japanese. It's I'm still learning it.
Yeah.
But it's like the Japanese that I do know, I want to try and use it in lyrics, and so it's a matter of the more I learn as well, the better I can be lyrically using it.
Absolutely.
So would you say watashi wa nihongo ga skoshi wakarimasu?
I would, exactly. I'd say.
That is the no limits to this man's talent.
That was impressive.
Thank you. Arigatou gozaimasu.
I did say, Leo, because Kai's very kindly going to do us a rap on My Painted Smiles end song, and I did say to Kai, didn't I, on the text, if you put anything too fruity in, I will find out, because my son-in-law's Japanese, and he will be able to translate it for us.
Nah, it's still good. It's still good.
Yeah,
it'll be all clean.
Dude, like, certainly hit me up.
We were just saying, we're spreading a positive message, trying to change the stigma around rap.
yeah, absolutely. And I really appreciate that as well, because rap is one of those things where English is without a doubt the majority language of rap for most people here. Yeah. I'm a big fan of people like the Science Super Crew, if you've ever heard of them, French rappers. Fantastic music. It's one of those ones, again, you don't necessarily need to know the language to be able to get, like you were saying about the energy and the feel
and
the
sentiment, maybe.
And like I did this time last year, I did
sentiment, if they're French, obviously.
Actually no, it's the Olympic Games. For the Olympic Games I did a mix of like just pure Japanese music, and there's a lot of wicked Japanese hip hop in there as well. I mean there's some crossover artists as well. Correct me if I'm wrong, isn't Flow Rider like a crossover artist as well? Please do correct me if I'm wrong there.
So I haven't listened to a lot of, to be fair, I haven't listened to a lot of Flow Rider. I mainly listen to UK rappers, to be fair. I haven't listened to Flow Rider for years. But potentially. I'm not too sure.
Kai, choose us another one of your tunes.
We'll go with, I reckon, Country Boy. Pick up the pace a little bit.
Yeah, and again, behind this, what's the kind of the sentiment again behind this one? Put you on the spot, obviously, but
I mean, Country Boy, the name sort of gives a bit of a clue. It's very much like, it's like a genre-wise, I'd say it's more like melodic drill. It's a slightly faster tempo, and it's some of those like the hi-hats and the bass is slightly more like it's more relevant to what's in the charts, I guess, today, like genre-wise.
Okay.
But there's very few people from the Southwest making that sort of music. If like we've been saying, like for the whole show, there's very little rap in the Southwest anyway. So drill from the Southwest, especially.
There's very little rap in the Southwest, Kai, at the moment. We're waiting. At
the moment, exactly. That's what it's going to change. It's going to change. But Country Boy, I just thought it would be cool to have like a track that people can get behind, like younger people that like listening to rap, that don't feel necessarily represented in the Southwest within the rap scene. They listen to this and sort of sing along. And I've played this one in Bristol quite a few times, and it's one of those ones that people can sort of get behind the lyrics and rap along to. So that's the premise.
Let's have a listen. Brilliant. Here we go. Country Boy.
You don't wanna call it quits, I might lose it. Judas, don't be that guy, you're full of shit. Saddens me, all these fallacies. You gotta claim but no way to prove it. You gotta claim but no way to make it real. Back to back, you might share or steal. Smash the fat on my Nike heel. Stack the racks and start making bills. And this one's not coming too complex, cause I keep both eyes on an object. And then ticking off bits on a list of my objectives. I'm thinking I've lost it, lost it. You had your chance and you mocked it. Too immature, too toxic. Helicopter flow, you see how I chop this. So sick garment, I copped it. You're about as fly as an ostrich. Captain, I don't need a cockpit. Lockdown allowed me to get locked in. To the dream, to the scene, to the artist that I wanna be, to the things I feel this need to achieve. Yo, turn on the beat and yo, turn on the beat and start the engine when it's showtime. Know that I'm the next in. I don't wanna come face to face with this prick. It ain't personal, it's just your breath stinks. Man, I don't lose, I win. And I get booze or binned, but I buy booze and drinks. Man, I get 2 for kicks. Beat gets chewed and spit. Beat gets chewed and regurgitated. And I won't stop when I'm famous. I won't even stop after I'm cremated. Why? Cause I ain't no atheist. Could be reborn as a llama. No stress cause I'll still be spitting. Could be reborn as an Olympic athlete. Calm, still be winning. Could be reborn as an iceberg. Then boats not beats get sunk. Could be reborn as a tiger, pounce on a rhythm and eat it for lunch. Conch, I'm a country boy. Want more, I'm a hungry boy. From Monday to Sunday, boy. Work hard, play hard, but depends no toy, boy. And I try touchdown in a sec, but for the minute I'm gliding. Ain't even out of breath, look at that perfect timing. Little bit of coriander, bit of timing. Seasonings when I'm rhyming. Stand out from the crowd like Hivis. Mind blow, shit's insane, come try this. I'm a country boy, want more, I'm a hungry boy. From Monday to Sunday, boy. Work hard, play hard, but depends no toy, boy. I'm a country boy, want more, I'm a hungry boy. From Monday to Sunday, boy. Work hard, play hard, but depends no toy. You don't wanna call it quits, I might lose it. Judas, don't be that guy, you're full of shit. Saddens me all these fallacies. You gotta claim but no way to prove it. You gotta claim but no way to make it real. Back to back, you might share or steal. Smash the fat on my Nike heel. Stack the racks and start making. You don't wanna call it quits, I might lose it. Judas, don't be that guy, you're full of shit. Saddens me all these fallacies. You gotta claim but no way to prove it. You gotta claim but no way to make it real. Back to back, you might share or steal. Smash the fat on my Nike heel. Stack the racks and
We're up.
We are up. There we go.
I love that hook. Down,
Beautiful
that
hook
guitar
on that.
hook. That would. Sorry, we just stopped the conversation off air there. Again, we're chatting, saying about you're up in Bristol, Kai, and I said to Kai, "Just are you going to stay there or settle in Bristol?" And what was your answer, Kai?
Well, I don't entirely know yet, but I think there's part of me that is leaning to London because, and I'll give you the reasoning. I just think in terms of opportunities, like, I've always wanted to live in London and just see what it's like to live there. I'm enjoying the city life in Bristol, but I think it'd be so cool to experience that in London. But also musical opportunities. I know a few people there already who do music, and it just seems like, I don't know, professional opportunities, labels, the big opportunities to actually try and make a massive career out of it.
Yeah,
a lot of them seem to lie in London, and it may be that that's not necessarily the case, and it may be that it's super hard, and I'm sure it is super hard, but am I still a valuable artist? Am I still a relevant artist if I go to somewhere like London? Is it just because I'm down in the southwest where there's not a lot of rappers that I'm relevant? And obviously London, that's where a lot of rap happens. So I'm quite curious to see what would happen if I go up there and sort of try my luck.
That's a valid point. So if you can stand out in a saturated environment, effectively, you know that you've got something that's worth pursuing, and people want to listen to it. Mm-hmm. That's a good philosophy.
It was actually one of the key things for me going to Bristol. I mean, one part of it was I was going to uni there. I was at UWE doing music systems engineering. But also because when I went, obviously, I actually took a gap year. So we're talking 99, 2000 was when I should have gone. And Ronnie Sizer Represent and DJ Die and Passion and all the old stuff was really kicking off in Bristol. So that was my beeline. That was where I was at the time. I was making a lot of electronic, doing a lot of production. So I beelined it out there, and there was an instant reaction there where, in London, I'd been doing stuff and been successful enough, but going into Bristol suddenly it is a smaller market. And you've got a lot more exposure, and that's where it all really started exploding. And so you're doing it in the right way round here as well, like stepping up to Bristol, which is like a kind of mini London. And it's one of the biggest things when I left is it's become like a mini London. So you can cut your teeth there and then take it up to London and start out East End sort of area, Shoreditch, old street sort of area, and build your way out from there. 93 feet east, 10 Old Street.
I played there. I actually played there.
Oh, sweet, nice. Fantastic, nice.
I wasn't meant to. It's
always the way it happens, though. It's always the way.
I wasn't meant to perform. I was there. One of my friends was he was drumming for a band, and then he was DJing afterwards. And I just went through to support him. We'd been in the studio early. We were in Hackney, and we made a few tunes, and then we went up to 93 Feet East. It was the first time I'd been there. And I was with my my cameraman, because I'm sort of in the process of filming like a mini docu-series about, life as an up-and-coming artist in Bristol. Nice. It's on my YouTube. I can send you the link after.
Yeah, please do. We'll share it.
But my cameraman, obviously, he wants to capture cool footage. That's the whole point. He's there. And so we were in the crowd and we were watching my mate DJ. And my cameraman said to me, he was like, Kai, just tell the sound engineer that you're the MC and he'll give you a mic. And I was like, nah, man, I'm not booked. I'm not meant to be performing. And he was like, look, it's your mate DJing. I'm sure I'll put on some instrumentals for you. Just go to the sound engineer. I was like, you know what? I've got literally nothing to lose. So I went to the sound guy. I was like, sorry, man, I'm the MC for the evening. Do you mind if I, there's not a mic on stage? And he was like, oh yeah, no worries, man. I'll get you your mic. And so he set the mic up. I went to my mate who was DJing. I was like, looks like I'm MCing for you tonight, man. And then we just kicked off. And the crowd were loving it. They weren't expecting an MC. So they really enjoyed it. So
there you go.
Really
you got your cheek to get yourself into any gig there anyway, Kai. So that's a win.
That's the way to do it. That's the way to do it, man.
Kai, we're coming to the end of our half hour. So
it's never enough.
I know it's. I mean, we could talk more, but thankfully you are coming into the studio in the new year.
Exactly.
We will very much keep in touch. We say this to everybody that comes on. When you are famous, don't forget us and send us a tenner. We're running on 2 pens in this studio and we need all the money we can get.
We had some nick and galley with.
But you're going to keep in touch with Leo. Come down and do this rap for us on the song, which is fantastic.
Absolutely.
This is our Christmas special, Kai. Have you got a favourite Christmas song that you could pick?
I do.
Brilliant. Go on.
It is Feliz Navidad.
Oh, that's so funny.
Love that song.
I've got a gig coming up. It was going to be Christmas and New Year's Eve, but it's just New Year's Eve. But when I was doing the Christmas bit for Feliz Navidad, I was like, I've got to be playing that. That's got to be going in there.
What a tune.
So I'm glad you picked that, because
I love it, man.
Now I can't play it. Thank you very much. That's great.
We'll say goodbye.
Wait, Steve's got
quickly, there's a message on the chat room, and you've just gone over. I can't see it now.
Okay.
From Siege, what's your favourite genre of music?
What's your favourite genre of music, Kai?
Is that for me?
Question for you from our chat room.
Rap, probably grime. I'm listening to a lot of grime at the moment. That's the stuff I'm making. So grime.
Cool.
Well, Siege is my friend that I play guitar. My oldest friend. He's the guitarist in our band My Painted Smile, who you're doing the song with. But he also writes his own music. All the background music,
okay, there we go.
all the background music that we have, like the dance music or whatever, is specifically written by Siege. And he's just said Kai is awesome. Top interview. So there you go.
Hey, awesome.
Thank you, man. Appreciate it.
So grime's your bag.
Cheers, man.
At the moment.
Yeah. Awesome.
That's what. Yeah. Exactly. It's always changing, isn't it? But at the moment.
Now I think I might even get this right by saying sayonara. Is that good night?
That is sayonara is goodbye. We can say matane. Which is see you later. Sayonara is it's like a permanent. It's like I wouldn't see you for months. But matane is like I'll see you in the next couple of weeks.
That's like the French au revoir.
Yep.
Yeah, exactly.
Brilliant. Thank you so much, Kai. You're an absolute star and a stand-up gent, and we wish you all the best, and we'll see you very, very soon in the new year. Looking forward to all of that, and we'll play out with Feliz Navidad. Thank you very much, Kai.
Amazing.
Catch you soon.
Bye-bye.
See you soon. Bye.